5 is Dave Edwards. The 31 is Chris Wangro. And the 2 is Tyler Hansen. We're green. 25 laps for your Misfits. Bobby Frisch out in front of this one early. He does have a couple of feature wins under his credit in the Misfit division. He ran a 6:02 last year and picked up a couple right at the start of the year. He'd have about 4 more if he hadn't broken out in a couple of those races, because at the very first part of the year he was the first one across the line a few different times, but he had broke out twice. Out in front of this one early, Bobby Frisch. Wangro settling up there on the outside for that 4th spot as Wandrash dove it in deep on the outside of Edwards for the 2nd spot. He'll try it again on the outside, down 1 and 2. Everybody about a half second off of that 20-second mark right now. 20.5, the pace being set by Frisch. He's going to let Wandrash get up alongside of him, and the idea here is going to try to stay 2 by 2 to keep the 5 back. I think that's the plan. Wandrash, again, everybody about a half second off the 20-second mark. Everybody safe that way. The plan here is to keep the 5 back, I believe. The 7 and the 84 are doing what they can to try to keep Edwards pinned in. Wandrash out in front. Frisch. Ooh, Frisch sounded like maybe he had a little bit of a hiccup in the 7 machine when they came by that time. He'll try to work back inside of Wangro. Can't do it. Edwards will work around him on the outside for 3rd as well. Everybody's still a good 3/4 tenths off of that 20-second mark. Oh, Frisch sent it in there a mile. He held on to it. That wagon with a little side arrow helped him keep that 4 wheels underneath him, as Edwards now will work it inside of Wangro. A good 3 to 4 car lengths back from Wandrash. Everybody's still about a half second off of the 20-second mark. We're 5 in, 20 to go. Wandrash would love to see these guys stay 2 by 2 behind him. Edwards and Wangro doubled up for a second. Wandrash out front. Ooh, Wangro was close to that 20-second mark last time. They're getting down there now. 20.098 the last time by for the 31. As they are 2 by 2 here for the 2nd spot. They took a stab at Wandrash there off of 4. Thought about splitting him 3 wide. They might do it here off of 2. Edwards going to take advantage of it. He'll go down to the inside. He'll put Wandrash up top. Wangro got stuck back there. He'll have to figure out a way down. As Hansen is right there as well. Everybody's still playing nice. Nobody broke out yet. No mulligans have been used. 8 down, 16 to go. Bobby Frisch has taken his machine off the racetrack. Hansen dropped out of it big time that time off at 2. Let Wangro and Wandrash go at it. Wangro will go by. Wandrash way up the hill that time in turn 2. Edwards out in front of Chris Wangro and Tyler Hansen. Wangro going to try to close the gap. Oh, and he's going to pay for it. He broke out. He'll use a mulligan to try to get closer to him. He was almost a half a second faster than him that last time. But he's got to be careful now because he's already used his mulligan. Halfway UPS bonus will go to Dave Edwards. Wangro gambled a little bit by trying to go a little bit faster there last time by. He backed it up a good half a second. He's trying to keep pace with Edwards. It's a little tricky because you want to gain on that guy in front of you, and you got a lot more pedal left in the car than maybe what you're displaying. You know you can catch him, but if you put that gas pedal down a little too far, you're running the risk of breaking out, and Wangro doesn't have another mulligan. Both drivers continue Just stay about 3/4 tenths above that 22nd mark now as he's trying to keep pace with the 5 of Edwards. Edwards has a little advantage here. Stay with about 3 to go. He can put the hammer down and get a couple tenths out of the lap and maybe use up his mulligan. So a little different strategy could come into play here with 10 to go. Wangro just trying to be as steady as possible and close in on him little by little each lap. Nip it down about a couple of hundredths each time. He's got it down to half a car length. If he can keep this pace, he's in good shape. They're both right on the mark. 20.3. Edwards moves up to the second lane. That allows Wangro to close in a lot, but Wangro's got to be careful. They come back to 4 to go. Edwards still with about a car length advantage over Wangro. Wangro now got to try to get down as close to 20 as he can to cut off a tenth or so each time. He keeps closing the gap a little bit on entry, but Edwards, he's got it figured out from the center out, keeps him at about a car length and a half. And Wangro may have to just settle in here and take second. The white flag is out for Edwards one more time around. Wangro going to close in deep in 1 and 2. Loses ground again off of 2. He'll try to send it in deep in 3 and 4. One final time on the bottom. Edwards up top. Wangro got close. Not going to get there. Dave Edwards will be your winner. Wangro second. Tyler Hansen will finish third.